Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. To all teachers out there, and when I say teachers, I'm talking about parents as well who have to adapt and adjust to this new schooling system to teach kids, to teach your kids. I'm very sure it is very overwhelming and frustrating, but in more specific to all parents that are having to become teachers. Number one, I commend you for stepping in and taking that role to become a teacher to your child. Now, if you're frustrated because of the fact that your child is not doing what he or she needs to do, they're not able to adjust, they're not able to really connect, to where their actions are pleasing to you. I need for you to be more patient with them than to be frustrated with them. And here's why. Let's just take it down to like just regular ABCs, right? If you're teaching your child ABCs and one, two, threes and how to pronounce their name and whatever else and all of that, and they're not able to do it properly, and you're getting frustrated, your frustration can actually diminish the ability to actually comprehend what needs to be done, what you need out of them, and therefore making it worse. And then you're pouring in your frustration into that child, which then makes them feel isolated and feel like they're not good enough and feel like they might not really amount to anything. And so how do you deal with that? That's one aspect. Another thing is that the schooling system right now is a little bit more is difficult because of you have to do it on screen if it's the online teaching and things like that, and that is also complicated and having to work with that. Some are actually excelling, some might not be, but for those that are not, I just want to talk to you for a moment. What I feel in my heart is, if you're having a hard time connecting with your child in this teaching process, and they're not listening, it seems like they're not listening, they're not understanding, it seems like they're not trying to put in the effort. Truth of the matter is that they hear you, however, they're not confident in themselves. They're not quite sure if they are doing it right, or if they are going to be even, close to making it pleasing to you. So your frustration, your anger, you wanting them to get it, it's not working. And what I think is time to try something different. Time to try something new. And before I go into that, think about for a moment like how when you're angry at somebody, and you're a little bit more dramatic, you're a little bit more, expressive in how you feel and what's not right. How come you're not doing this, and how come you don't understand that, and how come? And so the child is, it's like a little bit push offy, don't really want to, they're not quite sure of themselves. So they lose their confidence, they lose their desire to actually stand up and be tall and answer and partake and do what's right. So what I want to say is, number one, you need patience. Patience will help you through this process. Instead of looking at what they're not able to do, try to acknowledge what they are doing, right? So if they get A, B, C, but they don't really comprehend D and E and F, acknowledge the A, B, and C. Praise them. Say, wow, I see you got A, B, and C. If you can put yourself to have the same dramatic energy when something is not going the way you want it to go, into acknowledging what they're doing and doing it right, and put that same energy out there, guess what? Now they have a different mindset in their own brains that, okay, mommy or daddy or the teacher, whoever the teacher is acknowledging me, getting this thing right. So they get A, B, and C. It builds their confidence a little bit, and then they're able to really apply themselves, to do better, And so when you acknowledge what they are doing right, when you acknowledge what they are doing, and their attempts, and you give that same dramatic energy of, oh my God, you got the A and the B and the C, it pours back into them understanding that that you are working with them, that you understand them, that you appreciate them, that you acknowledge them, and then you minimize on the things that they are not doing right. So you give it less energy. You give them less energy, or you give the things that they're not doing right less energy, right? By saying, okay, you didn't get that, we'll work on that. No worries. We'll work on D, E, and F, okay? And they'll be like, okay. And now they're more energized and excited and happy to now look forward to getting and understanding D, E, and F. So when you acknowledge them in the good things that they're doing, the things that they're getting right, the things that they understand dramatically, because most of the time you'll be like, oh, okay, good job, and then that's it. But if they don't get something right, you're more frustrated, you're more animated, you're more, how come you don't get this? How come this? And when you're frustrated, guess what? Not only do they see it, but they see it, they feel it, they hear it. They hear those frustrations, and they don't get to hear and feel and see your happiness, your appreciation. So you want to give them that excitement, that hey. So whatever it is that you're dealing with as a teacher, as a parent, time to woosai, right? Time to let it go and be patient with your student and acknowledge what they are doing with good energy. And it makes the atmosphere a little bit better. So that's just my thought process on that. Because I know it is rough around the world. Parents that are having to become teachers that are teachers, it's rough, and it can be frustrating, even though you might not say anything to anybody, it is frustrating. So all I'm saying is try something new, acknowledge what they are doing right, and then be patient to work with the things that they don't understand yet, and you'll be amazed that they will get it. And when they get it, and then they let you know, and you see it, it'll be such a beautiful joy. And with that joy, again, you acknowledge it with great energy, great passion. Be dramatic. Oh my God, yes! Clap your hands. Like yes, good job. Woo! You did high five. And you do that, and guess what? It opens them up. So they come out of isolation. They come out of that cage. They come out of that, and they start to feel better. And start to feel good about themselves. They start to feel more confident about themselves, and you'll be amazed on how healthy they'll grow better. And it's good for you too, because then you get to work on patience within yourself to be better, and then before you know it, you have a better atmosphere. So that's what I'm thinking. That's my thoughts. You share your thoughts. You share, what you're dealing with, and if you have a system that works, please share it as well too, because there are a lot of parents and people that are actually frustrated, and so share, number one, share your frustrations if you have one, and share what's working if you have one, and let's do this together because we work together. We're a team doing this. All right. Anyway, I hope your day is great wherever you are. Have a wonderful day. One love, big hugs. And please, if you have not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, like and share this video, so that way, we all can grow together. All right? Anyway, have a great day. One love, big hugs. Peace already.